Yeah. And that should be the start of the meeting with the recording. Okay. Welcome to all you lucky people who have joined us early. And this is our, as the screen should show you, our 5th annual holiday gift guide. I can't believe, Mike, I can't believe it's been 5 years. That's pretty amazing. We started this 5 years ago, and I would say that it's probably one of the most fun things, if not the most fun thing that we do. All of us participate in it. We really have a great time picking the gifts, and we've gotten some great feedback from those of you who actually have tried some of our gifts, which we hope you do this year. So to begin, I am joined by the tech committee, all except for one of our members, Pat McCrystal-Smith. So we have John Stikeman, who is our intrepid chairman, Joan Renner, Mike Palmer, Jay Richman, Victor Labozetta, and who else we have? Jeff. These are the members of the tech committee. I'm Barry Stiefel. I will kind of move things along. What we're going to do, and we've done this every year, is we go through the categories, which I'm going to show you in a moment. Pardon? Which I'll show you in a moment. And each of us, as we get to a category, will basically highlight the gifts that we picked in those particular categories. So let's start off. A few important tips. I didn't write this, so I have to read it. Supply chain issues are real. Don't procrastinate. Shop early. Boy, what are we? A retail gift ideas? Whoa, gift ideas are for any occasion. Yes, you're just not limited to holiday. And by the way, I just wanted to wish everybody in the future Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, etc. And this presentation will be available on the hub and the forum. I'll let Joan speak to that at the end. So,
and one other thing, Barry, I think we should remind people is that there's a chat function at the bottom of the screen.
Please.
Yeah, so if you have any questions while we're presenting, because you're on mute, just type them into the chat, and I'm monitoring that. So if I see anything, I'll let Barry know, or anybody else.
Okay, so here are the categories this year, which basically are the categories we've done every year. Gifts that we have and love, gifts we don't have, but we wish we did, gifts under $30, gifts over $50, gifts for the grandkids, and the last category where we really love, gifts where money is no object. I have yet to ask any of us if any of us have actually gotten gifts in that number 6 category. I'll have to do that. That's actually a great survey. So without further ado, here we go. Gifts that we have and love. And let me start off. It looks like, Victor, you've got the first 2.
So I have both of these things. The first one, the digital smart meat thermometer. I have to tell you, I didn't think that I needed one of these until I got it as a gift. And I absolutely love it, because now what I can do is I can have like something on the barbecue, and I put the thermometer in and I walk away, and not only will it tell me the temperature, the internal temperature, and all of that kind of good stuff, it tells me, I can say, well, I'm cooking on the barbecue. I've got a brisket, and I want it cooked to medium, and let me know when that's done. And it'll flag you. It'll say, okay, it's done. It's time to take it off, or it'll tell you time to flip it, or whatever. And if you're cooking anything in the oven in the house, as you know, every time you open up that oven to take a temperature of something, you're dropping the temperature that's in that oven. So what's really nice about it is that I can say, for example, put a chicken in the oven. I can put the thermometer in. I can walk away. I can do other things, and it'll tell me when it's ready. So It's well worth it. I did this one over here. This picture is actually the newer version of the one I have. I have the older version. They kind of last pretty much forever. But absolutely something that I recommend. The second one is the AirTag wallet. I actually have one of these too. Because just recently, as my wife will attest, I lost my wallet, which was not a pleasant task for her more than me. So what I decided to do is I decided to get an AirTag wallet. And basically it's a wallet with an AirTag in it. It's small. You put all your credit cards in it, you put some cash in it. And if you lose it, you go ahead and you just take your iPhone or Android phone, whichever one you have, and you do Find My, and it will actually have a green arrow that will point to where it is. And you just move your phone around until you find it. And if it's actually out of range, like say, for example, you left it somewhere, as long as someone in the area has an iPhone, it will transmit to you the location of that device. So I can say, oh, I left it in the store, and it'll tell me where it is. So for your peace of mind, your sanity, and the sanity of your spouse, I surely recommend this device.
Very quickly, I have to jump in on a story about an AirTag. We are in California. The airlines lost our luggage, or they actually never made, we had a transfer. They never made the transfer of our luggage. I have been taking the AirTags that I have had in other, like a backpack, a briefcase, and I've been I'll put it in our luggage when we travel. So went up, we waited like 45 minutes. The luggage never came down. I went to the luggage area, the manager there. He said, oh, it's raining outside. They're still unloading. So I said, it's been 45 minutes. And he goes, yeah, it's taking time. I pulled up my Find My, and damn if it didn't show that my luggage was in Denver. So I pulled out my phone and said, the luggage isn't here, it's in Denver. And the guy said, oh, yeah, I guess it is. And I said, really, you believe this? He goes, people use this all the time, and it's absolutely accurate. So if you don't have an AirTag and you have an iPhone, you definitely need to get one. Next, RoboForm, Mike.
Yeah, RoboForm. Good evening, everyone. Glad you could attend. We'll try to get through this pretty quickly. RoboForm is a password manager. Now, there's a lot of them on the market. RoboForm, NordPass, Keeper, 1Password, Dashlane, Total Password, Norton. There's a million of them out there. RoboForm I found is pretty easy to use and is relatively inexpensive. And you can try the free, it has a free version, the $24 a year version, and then it also has a family plan. But it does keep your passwords. It will log you in. Sometimes it doesn't log you in, but if it doesn't log you in, you can just look it up in the app. So it does keep your passwords. And a lot of people are always asking me, where can I keep these passwords? And this is one of the better ones. Their encryption is pretty good on their server end. So I recommend this one. This is what I use to keep all the billion passwords that we all have out there.
I guess I am next. The Shift Cam Snap Grip. If you take pictures, and again, who doesn't, this little device is amazing. It has a number of accessories that you can get for it, but just by itself, it magnetically attaches to your phone if you have a MagSafe iPhone. But even if you don't, it comes with a little magnetic disc that you can put on the back of a phone that doesn't. It then will connect to your phone via Bluetooth. And what it allows you to do essentially is you hold the phone almost as if it was a camera, and it connects via Bluetooth to the phone. So it has a shutter trigger on the device. So you're not constantly pushing, using your finger to touch the screen to take the shot. As you'll notice, it comes in a lot of colors. It is well worth looking at and well worth it as a gift for anybody that takes pictures, which I guess is everybody.
Yeah.
So
Barry, what does that cost? Because I don't see the price on there.
it is actually, boy, you have to hit me. I am so sorry. It's actually $50. It shouldn't be in this category. Mea culpa. I apologize.
That's okay.
So
Cool.
the next gift I put down here is $30. To me, this is the absolute, without a doubt, best charging station or pad for devices that I have seen. It folds into, there are three separate little fold outs, folds into a small square for travel. When you fold them out, it allows you to charge your phone, charge your watch if you have an Apple Watch, charge your AirPods if you have AirPods. Even if you don't have AirPods or an Apple Watch, this is just so convenient as far as a charging station goes. And it also comes in a lot of colors, an amazing gift.
But you could find that for Android as well.
You probably, yeah. As a matter of fact, if Android has MagSafe, and well, not MagSafe, they have QI charging. Actually, they had QI charging before, wireless charging before Apple did. So if you have a phone with QI charging, it's perfect.
Yeah. My wife has this one, and this device, as long as it has, the wireless charging, it'll work on any device.
Yeah, I love the thing. It travels with us, and it stays by my bed. My wife has one on her side, and we just pack it up every time we travel. So next, the Purify Water Hydrogenator. Who's that?
Generator.
Generator.
So this is one day ended up on my countertop by my girlfriend who has medical condition.
Oh,
And we were doing some reading, some fringe reading that ionized hydrogen is just instilled into the human body through water or some other mechanism, has all these interesting qualities. One being an antioxidant, and also the ability to manage cell growth in the body. So we've been experimenting with this. It's a hit and miss if you do the research, and there's actually medical research on this, and it seems to work pretty well. I mean, in terms of the actual functionality, it's simple, but I think it's worth a try if you're interested in doing the research and looking at it as a possible augmentation to your regular, healthy lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's only $2.89, so it's not too bad. There's other knockoffs of it that go for a little bit more, but the build quality is amazing, and it works just as well as anyone else's.
Either the categories got a little mixed up with products, or maybe that $289 device is on sale for $30.
No, we're still in these are gifts that we have in love still. So
okay, really? I thought
this is still we have in love.
Okay. Okay, yes.
We haven't hit the $30 quality level yet.
Yeah. Okay, John, take it away.
So this is just a humidifier, except that it's smart and you can control almost everything from your phone. So you obviously can turn it on and off. You can set the desired humidity. You can also set a schedule. So for example, you want such and such a percentage of humidity in the daytime and maybe a little higher at night, something like that. Or you can set a weekly schedule if you want. It also is Alexa enabled. So you can, Alexa, turn on humidifier, or Alexa, set humidifier to 55% or whatever you choose. It covers a room of up to 500 square feet.
Wow.
And it's very, very convenient. And certainly in our winter home, which is out here in Arizona, we find it extremely, extremely useful. And it's running all the time.
Yeah, I was thinking if you're living in Florida and maybe back east in Delaware, you might be thinking about one of these.
Well, I don't know. When the heat goes on,
True.
that's actually very cool. You've got the next one too, John.
The Ratio Smart Irrigation Controller. So irrigating your lawn and your shrubs. Now, actually, I had this one on this show about 2 years ago, and we've been using it ever since. And in fact, we've got 2 of them, one for our home in Delaware and one for our home here in Scottsdale. We've got the 8-zone controller. It also comes in a 16 zone model. But you control, again, everything from your phone. But what's really cool about this is the automatic weather past and predicted. So instead of having a device on your roof, which senses if it has rained, this is connected to the internet, so it knows how much it has rained in the last day or two and how much it's going to rain in the next day or two. So it'll skip the irrigation if according to the settings that you've got. So you say, for example, skip if it's going to rain more than 1/4 of an inch or 1/8 of an inch. It's also got the ability to skip if the weather is going to be freezing, or skip irrigation if the wind is more than 30 miles an hour. And in fact, you might say, okay, if it's going to be really windy like that, skip watering the lawns, because that's an appropriate thing to do, but keep watering the zone that covers my shrubs, because that's more likely on a drip line. Again, you can control it with your phone. You can control it wherever you are. Works with Alexa, although we don't use Alexa really to control this, but the capabilities are just amazing. You can install this yourself. The first time I installed this at the Peninsula, it took about 30 minutes. Although I must say that the first 15 minutes of that were spent trying to figure out how to disconnect the one that was the original one. But once that's done, you just attach it to the side of the house. Make sure you take a picture of your irrigation controller, the wiring, before you totally disconnect that. And then you just wire this up in the exact same way. So it's a do-it-yourself thing, very effective, and it saves a lot of money by skipping the irrigation when it's raining.
Well, for those of us that live in the Marina Bay Association or in Sailside, where we're on a well, I think we need to send this to Labozetta. Without a doubt, and we need to do it like right now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, by the way, I apologize. I am outside here in California, and I didn't know it, but when we came here last year for the first time, I found out my daughter lives about a mile from a gun range. So if you hear a bunch of automatic weapons in the background, we're not being attacked. It's a gun range. So with that, I guess, Joan, you're next.
Yeah, so I'm tired of going on vacation and coming back, and it looks like I was never on vacation with whoever I went with, because I'm not in any of the photos. So a good way to solve this, Susan Bees introduced this last year, and so I bought one. And so here's something that, was presented last year that I got for ourselves. And it is a, like a selfie stick, only it's on a big tripod, so you can get like a whole, you can set it way back or forward as wherever you want. And the other neat thing about it is it also comes with a Bluetooth clicker. So, you know, if you set the whole thing up and you've enabled your phone with Bluetooth, you know, you could just get the whole gang together and snap away. I really, and I just saw it today on Amazon for like, it's 31% off. So it was only like $23. So I think it's a great investment. You can put it in your backpack. You can put it in your purse. Even if you're going out to dinner with a bunch of folks and you know you want to take something, you know, if you're carrying not a fairly large bag, but you can stick it in your bag. So it's a good gift.
Okay, let's move on. Jay, you've got this, the Gulu.
Gulu.
It's how many of you have ever been driving somewhere, your car dies, and you don't have jumper cables? This device is a lifesaver. You don't need jumper cables. You charge this in advance and it holds charge for a fairly lengthy period of time. It enables you to jump your car without connecting to somebody else's vehicle, or whether you have jumper cables or not. I've actually had this thing come into play when the battery on my Jeep died, and I was able to use this to get me to the dealership. So I highly recommend it. It's small, it's portable, it's not that expensive. There are other brands out there comparable in terms of price, but this is the one I have on. Nick Carbonic has one as well. He bought a second one. Just something to think about for any vehicle, just in case you have a problem. The real challenge was on my BMW, I couldn't even find the negative battery terminal. So I thought, this is not going to work with jumper cables. So this bypasses that whole thing. Great gift, I think.
Jay, do you think it'll work like for John and I?
Just something to have.
You think it'll work for John and I if we run out of electricity in our car?
I doubt that, Barry. It doesn't work with Apple either.
Oh, okay. Well,
Like
You got to run your car on the 12-volt battery.
yeah.
I'll go up to the next one, Barry. The phone soap, as John said, I did this about 2 years ago. I bought this a couple of years ago. Actually, one of my students did a project on this, and I really thought it was an interesting device. It's capable of storing virtually any size phone, even the larger ones today, whether it's Apple or Android. It enables you to sanitize your phone. I see my wife constantly wiping her Apple phone with some sort of cloth and some sort of some sort of liquid to clean the screen. This takes care of all the things that you don't see behind the screen, inside the phone. It doesn't damage anything. You put it in this little cocoon, if you will. It comes in different colors. There's a lavender it's shown. There's white. I have a white one. And you just leave it on for about 90 seconds and it tells you it's done. And your phone is germaphobe clean. So it's a good device for all of us with cell phones.
Okay. So we are now moving on to our next category, great category, gifts that we don't have, but we wish we did. Jay, take it away.
This is another thing. I have actually an auto inflator that I use now, especially with this cold weather here in Delaware. You get the low pressure indicator on your vehicles. The one I have, I don't think is powerful enough to actually do tires, but this Airmoto tire inflator, another portable device. You don't have to have electricity to it at all. It's a chargeable device. I've seen this, and there's several different brands out there. Airmoto seems to be one that's, I think, fairly highly rated. The price is relatively nominal, and it'll work on virtually any kind of tire, let alone sports equipment and things of that nature. So again, nice thing to couple with the battery tender. Just a couple of good things to have, keeping your vehicles, just in case. You just never know when you run out of air and you can't find a pump someplace.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah.
This is Jeff. You have the litter robot. I can't wait to hear about this.
So this solves the problem of scooping your boxes all the time, which we actually have in this house, 3 boxes. So basically you buy this device, you put the litter in there, the cat will go in there, do its business, and then it will actually automatically separate the litter used versus unused litter and put the waste products in a drawer at the bottom, which you basically clean out once a week. And so it's all integrated with your phone through Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. And it's a really interesting product. We're gonna get that for the house because we got 2 cats. We have to clean the boxes every day, and those have cats devoted. We love our cats, but at the same time, cleaning the boxes can be a pain in the butt.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Wow.
Kitty, kitty. Yep.
This maybe could have also been in that category of money is no object.
Yeah. $700. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. that,
Yeah, so someone, Mike has one. Mike, is it Mike Kiddo? Has one. He says it's amazing.
wow. That's actually very, I wonder who invented
Thanks,
that.
Mark.
Wow.
Shout
So
out to Mike.
yeah, wow. Okay, John. Boy, could I see you riding around the peninsula.
Yeah, this is one I've almost committed myself to buy, an electric scooter. So this is the Urban Max C1 electric scooter. It's got a max speed of about 15 miles per hour, which happens to be the speed limit in the neighborhoods around the peninsula.
Yep.
It comes with an adjustable seat. So it'll be good for you or your spouse. You just move the seat up or down. It also has a basket. So if you're, for example, scooting from home to the golf club, you can put some extra golf balls in there, or a sweater or a jacket, or whatever. The bottom foot pad is about 9.5 inches wide, so you can sit on the seat, put your feet down, very comfortable. In fact, you could even carry a small dog between your legs and for the ride. So I think it would be just great going back and forth, from home to the lakeside area. Technically, you could do some shopping. You could drive it to Harris Teeter or a Giant, but I'm not sure I'd recommend going on those roads. It has a 450 watt motor, which gives it a range of up to 22 miles. And you can get it from Amazon for $360. So I'm quite excited about this, and we'll know next year whether we've actually bought one or not.
Oh yeah. Well, Joan's Joan's with you. So,
Yeah, I'm seeing myself on the handlebars, or
yeah, I could see, or in the back, or in the basket.
One last point. The entire handlebar folds down. And of course, if you lower the seat, you can easily store it in the trunk of your car. It does weigh about 42 pounds. That's mainly the electric motor, but you certainly can very easily put it in your car for traveling.
This is $360 is amazing.
That's amazing price.
Yeah. Yeah. Joan, that definitely is something that won't break the bank. Okay.
Yeah, remember the 360 when we come to
yeah. I'm sure we're gonna see you. I'm sure we're gonna see you tooling around the neighborhood. And by the way, the speed limit's 15, not 15.5. Just
we see Merrill Cohen all the time.
Oh well, yeah, he's a whole other story. That okay. Let's move on. Wow, what's
next, right?
Oh, whoa! Wait a minute. You two are cross purposes here. Okay, go ahead, Joan.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I hadn't really seen that one that John said. Okay, so I can see John in his Urban Max scooter and me, my little trendy boho chic and young looking bike. And John, I might be able to fit you on the back there, like a side saddle. And so we did a lot of e-biking this past summer while we were in Norway on holiday, and quite liked it. And I would love to have an e-bike myself. This bike is it comes in 4 other colors, and the colors are just great to begin with anyway. It's very simple, easy to use. It does weigh about 65 pounds, which could be a problem if you wanted to throw it in the back of your car. But on some of these things, you can take out the motor and load it separately. So it's got fatter tires, so the ride is a little more comfortable, and the seats are not real leather, but kind of a leathery kind of feel along with the handlebars. So, and you sit up on it versus kind of like leaning forward or leaning back. And it also is, there's no bar in the middle, so there's no pass through there. So it's easier to get on. And so John, take it away.
Yeah.
Get me on that bike and I'll get you on that scooter.
Yeah. Okay, Victor, the charging stand. Oh, yeah, this is a cool one. Go ahead.
So what's nice about this is it uses the magnetic connector. You attach your phone to it, but the new iPhones have something called night mode, which means when nightstand. When you put it on there, it automatically turns into just a clock with some other settings on it. So it will charge. What's nice about this is it's got a powerful enough charger to charge your phone, your watch, and your AirPods. And you can either put it into nightstand mode where it's horizontal, or you can turn it vertical and just charge it as a phone the way it is. Really nice. I don't have one, but a lot of my compadres at work have them, and I have envy. So I do want one of these.
Well, that's the perfect category. Okay, John, what is this?
Oh, this will resolve mosquito bites. Now, if you get bitten by either mosquitoes or bugs or even bee stings, what you do is you just touch this to the specific area on your skin with a bite. You press the button and it'll go on for either 3 seconds or 6 seconds and then automatically turn off, and it will relieve the itching. Not instantaneous, but it'll allow your bite to heal a whole lot faster than it would otherwise. The way it works, it uses heat, which alters the proteins in the saliva left behind by the mosquito, and that's what causes the itching. So for $20, I think this is a great thing to have. It's obviously battery driven. You can recharge it at any time. So if you don't have the bug spray, or you forget the bug spray in the beginning, then bring this along, and this is an after the fact device to relieve the itching, which always comes behind.
Oh,
That's really, I've never
That's cool.
seen that. Okay, well, I'm next. And for those of you that know me, you're not shocked that I would have picked this as a gift. I don't have, but I damn well wish I did. These are Ray-Ban Wayfarer glasses, the classic sunglass, but they have the ability, it has earphones, or the ability it has an earphone, a speaker actually, on the stem, and a microphone. It also will store downloads and music. It is I was not aware that they had made this. I saw this year and said, God, I don't know that I can do without these. So I'm trying to figure out a way to, to basically sneak this in so my wife doesn't say, you got another pair of glasses, only these are pretty special glasses. So the Wayfarer, Meta Wayfarer smart glasses, that 345 is not prescription lenses. I guess with prescription lenses, they'd be about $5,000. But in any event, that's I don't have it, but I wish I did gift.
yeah. And I think you want to use those responsibly too.
Yes. Well, of course you do. Of course you do. I wouldn't be riding on one of those motorbikes that you and John got.
Where do you see us?
Yeah. Okay. I guess Mike, right?
Yeah, I don't think your glasses are going to do any one of those particular things well. I think that would be the problem with them. But
Except
you
for
got them
look
all in
good.
one place.
Except for making you look cool.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's about it. So this one is very interesting. I actually ordered them. And what this is, last year I had the cataract surgery, and so now I can see far, but I have to wear reading glasses if I read. So I'm always like, oh boy, which one do I get? Well, these glasses, if you look closely at the edges slide back and forth. So you can slide the right eye or the left eye and increase the magnification in each eye. So it really gives you a lot of options when you're looking at something to change the focus right away with the same pair of glasses. They're pretty cheap to do that. So I think it's a great idea on how to do this. And it does improve if one of your eyes is a little bit different focus than your other, you can even them up with these glasses. So I think that's pretty good. The other thing which I just wanted to mention is you'll see with Amazon especially, like these are $11.99. Well, if you go now, they're probably $12.99. So Amazon, a lot of people are taking away the we're all figuring out all the logistics challenges, and they're charging more money. And they're also, for the first time, you're seeing a lot more freight added on. And that's just the way to recover certain things. But if you watch closely, you will see that a lot of the prices that are on here tonight, you're probably $1 or $2 more right now. And you may see some freight, get it by the 16th for $4.99, even if you're prime. So it's kind of an interesting thing going on right now in the world with these pricing schemes that they've got going now, but that's just kind of a sideline. But these glasses are pretty cool to try out.
Victor, I don't blame you for this one.
Well, I am a little biased. I will admit that. Okay. So the Apple Watch Series 9, it is not the most expensive. Okay. It is not the least expensive. It's just right. It's right in the middle. And what's really nice about this is, I have the 8 Series 8 right now. That's why I want the Series 9. What's really nice about it is I never realized just how dependent I could be on a device like this until you have it. It monitors my heart for AFib. It checks my pulse ox. It tells me when, how many steps I'm doing. It tells me all of these interesting biometrics, and it tells time on top of that. But one of the coolest features that people rarely know about these watches, especially the Series 9,
I know where you're going with this.
I can use this to control a camera on my phone.
Yeah.
So I can actually take my phone, put it up in the air, and I can, use my watch and control the camera from it. So it's really good. It's waterproof. It's got really good battery life. Not as much as the Ultra. The Ultra has 72 hours of battery life. This has about 26 hours of battery life. But anyway, and one of the other really nice features is if you get into a car accident or if you fall, it will call 911 for you. So
that's a feature. That's one of the reasons I have recommended Apple Watches for all of us of a certain age. I really believe in the safety factor, and that fall detection and crash detection are huge, I think.
Mm-hmm. Now, just one other note: if you go with the Ultra, the highest end watch, it will even tell you if you're skydiving what your altitude is. So
it told me that the other day. It was just a little off though.
Yeah, I'm going to need that this spring, John, in Hawaii.
Yeah.
But I must say the Samsung Galaxy Watch does a lot of the same things.
Yeah, but not nearly as well.
Okay.
I'm kidding. So
I know you are.
So moving gifts under $30. This is a huge category we found every year. Mike, the Sonoshi Power Spin.
Yeah, I use this for two reasons. You can use it like it says here, you can use it on the car and all that stuff. I have different heads, but I use it in the shower.
Yeah.
It's great. It keeps things really clean, really fast. And so you can whip through it and keep it really clean. And then I have a couple other heads that I use in the kitchen, backsplashes, stuff like that around the stove to get this stuff up really quick. So I found it's just very convenient. It's the right size. You know, you charge it, I find it lasts about a half hour. But the stuff I'm doing it in 5 to 7 minutes. So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter, but it's a great device for those two areas. And I think it's pretty good. Worked great on tiles and kitchens and stuff like that. I've not tried it on the car yet, but I always could. So I just think it's a nice convenience thing, good size. And the next thing here for all of us that are golfers, to me, this is like, you just can't get any funnier than this. A premium golf tee that's going to line the ball up, that's been robotically tested to reduce your ball spin and push your ball farther out there. I want someone else to buy it and try it and let me know how it works. I mean, a pack of 8 for $20, which means what? They're about $2.50 a tee. That plastic tee probably cost 8 cents to make. So I'm looking at it. I saw it really intrigued me. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. With all the gimmicks out there, the tee is really something. So I may actually, Ginny may actually get this as a stocking stuffer just so I can try it out, because it's got me intrigued. But I think it's just so funny that they would $20 for 8 plastic tees that you probably break after one round. So
Well, maybe 8 of us should get together and
Yeah.
try it out.
Well, I don't know.
That
I
costs
heard,
about the same as a golf ball.
Yeah. I don't know. I heard Tony Palucci use this when he got a hole-in-one last week. So,
oh, there you go. I saw
Yeah.
Tony yesterday. I should have asked him.
yeah, you should have. Okay, moving on. The Peeps eyeglass cleaner, and I think, Susan Bees will definitely attest to this. This may be the single greatest stocking stuffer gift of all time. Basically because it's inexpensive, comes in a million colors, and this thing absolutely, without a doubt, works. I'm not sure what the science is behind it. It uses these carbon fiber pads. When you put it into the case, it says it charges it. I don't know what it means by that. There's no battery, but I can tell you without a doubt, nothing will clean your glasses like this. And I have actual evidence. Anybody that knows my lovely wife, Karen, will tell you that they wonder how she doesn't bang into things when she has her glasses on, because they are they're almost impossible to see through. But this actually cleans them until the next time they get filthy. But this actually, when I saw it work on Karen's glasses, I just said, this is absolutely amazing. So $15 to $19, a million colors. It's just a perfect little gift. One little add-on though, same company makes a version for digital pads and screens. So they make one to clean smaller screens like on your phone and an iPad. And then they make a little larger version, which cleans for those of us or anybody that has larger displays in your car. Certainly the Tesla display with all the fingerprints you get on it. This just does an amazing job in cleaning it. So smart tags.
To that point, Barry,
Yes?
I have the screen clean and it works really, really well for that purpose.
Yep, and I have here, I've got my, whoa, there it is. My Peeps cleaner, I carry it everywhere. But we have one in our Tesla and it's amazing because that thing gets just really, the fingerprints and whatnot. It works beautifully.
Yeah,
And
I'm
lots
not
of when you
sure- I'm
spray
not
stuff
sure.
on when you spray stuff on your screens, the screens all kind of whacked out, right? So
Yeah, I'm not sure how this works. I'm really not. But it does work. So I can't emphasize enough that this is a gift that if you don't buy yourself, you need to buy one for everybody that is on your gift list.
okay, and so next, Linda, we got rid of the truck and got a Hyundai Santa Fe hybrid car, and it came with this amazing key. It's got this $500 key. Because the car keys today are not just your key, right? It's all this technology. And so I'm worried about losing the key. And so I think that these smart tags, which I got attached, I don't know if you can see it, a little tiny smart tag. So I can track it with my watch, with my phone. Works perfectly. It's a Samsung smart tag, but I'm sure you can get the exact same thing for your iPhone or Apple products. And so now I feel a good, like it's going to be safe. And I think, these air tags and all these tags are fantastic for like your luggage and giving you a sense of comfort that if it gets lost, you're going to find it, along with your wallet and everything else. So I need to get one on my body so I know where I am. A body tag. So someone said, they're doing it with animals. They could, do it with anywho, that's I think a great, and I have it. I love it.
That is actually interesting. That I really like that, and I guess it's very similar. Yeah, I guess it's very similar to the AirTag for Apple. So they both have them. Okay, John, your smart home.
So these are very simple smart home wireless outlet plugs, and it's you control it from your phone. It's Alexa enabled, and all it does though is turn the device on or off. But if you're not ready or willing to invest hundreds of dollars in some of the smart devices to automate all the lights in your home and other devices, just get some of these. It's $28 for a pack of 3. So what's that? $9 each or so, and very, anybody can use them anywhere. So, for example, if you got your landscape lights and you want to turn them on with your phone instead of going outside, just get some of these and it'll work just fine. Any appliance, anything that plugs in, it's on or off, and it's the cheap, inexpensive alternative to some of the fancy and expensive smart home devices.
Okay. Let's see. Next, who's next here?
Got a toy.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah.
So I came across this doing a kind of web search of fun, interesting toys. And it's like a modern version of a executive sandbox. But I have a bunch of toys upstairs, and this came across just for fidget. I'm kind of a fidgety type of person. So I came across this and it looked very interesting. It looks like you can turn it into various shapes and sizes. Just sitting there, maybe on a phone call and you get bored, you need something to fidget with. This looks like an interesting product. And at $20, it might be a lot of fun to play with.
No.
Yeah.
The
Let's
next one.
see. Okay. For those of us that fidget, I can floating.
I think anyone fidgets at some point, even on a phone call or just in a quiet situation, you're waiting for something to happen.
The world we live in.
Yeah.
Floating, Jay, your floating globe. This looks really cool.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
cool.
Kind of in Jeff's sandbox here, just a cool little toy that you can put on your desk. As you see, it uses magnets to give the globe kind of a suspended animation thing. It comes in, you can set it for different colors and everything else. And it looks like it's just levitating. So it's something kind of keep your mind, as many Zoom calls as I'm on with all my students, a distraction like this might be a good thing. So I just thought this was a cool thing. It's very inexpensive. I think it's about $20. And there are several different types out there, but this one I thought was cool because of the actual Earth and it multiple colors that it lights up and it spins. So it looks kind of neat.
Yeah,
A little fun thing.
Yeah, this really looks cool. Okay, I think we're moving into the gifts over $50 category. And Jay, you've got the first one.
Yeah, I was doing some research too, and this is actually designed for kids 8 and above. It allows them to actually create their own music using their hand and a bunch of different sound effects. They can actually start doing mixing. So I've read up on it, and several parents have used this for their, their children who are, 8, 9, 10, really get involved with it. I just had my grandson visit a couple of weeks ago. He went to the Ravens-Bengals game. He's from out of Georgia, and he spent so much time on his phone, which is, I know what they do. But something like this would be a different distraction. And it seemed like a pretty good thing from an educational perspective, have them actually listen to music, kind of mix their own thing, and they can use it, with their hand. Apparently, it's something that'll keep them occupied for lengthy periods of time, and it won't just fade away and go into the toy bin. So just something cool for about $40 at Target and other places.
Mike, maybe we could have used this for the audio.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Lot cheaper.
yeah, geez. We could have carried this in our pocket and gotten good
Right,
results.
right.
Yeah. Okay, who's next? The A10 sleep earbuds, John.
Oh, the sleep earbuds. These are just earbuds, although they fit. They're quite small and they fit neatly into your ear, and you can set it up. It's Bluetooth connected to your phone, but it uses the app to play either music that's on your phone or white noise. So it'll play music while you're awake, and then automatically detects when you fall asleep, and then switches to white noise or whatever sleep-inducing sounds you prefer to have. And because it's small and it's a nice fit in your ear, and together with the sound, it blocks out any extraneous noise that you might have in the house. It also comes with an alarm function. So if you set your alarm for the morning, your alarm will go off in your ear, but it won't be, you can't hear it anywhere else in the room. So your partner can continue to sleep, won't even know. It comes at $130 from Amazon. And I'm seriously considering getting one of these for myself.
Okay. John, you've got the.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Tell us about this.
This is a fun one. We actually bought one of these from the gift shop on a cruise that we took last summer. I think we paid more than the $188 there.
Yeah.
But it's a lovely little device. It's 4 to 5 inches in diameter. You sit it on your desk, and the globe rotates. Now the power comes from light, so either daylight through the window or a lamp on your desk will provide the power for the magnets, and the magnets interact with the Earth's magnetic field and causes the globe to rotate. And in fact, it always rotates. If you're looking from the North Pole, it always rotates counterclockwise, which is the rotational direction of the Earth itself. It comes in different patterns. You can have geographic, countries or other patterns on it. This photo right here happens to be the one that we got, which I thought was kind of cool. So it's a lovely device just to accompany you at your work or where you ever happen to be. No batteries required, no wires or anything like that. It's all solar powered.
That is pretty cool, John.
Yeah.
Okay.
Swing by our house. John has it on his desk in
Yeah,
the Peninsula.
I just love to watch it sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay, Joan, this is, whoa.
This is the Swiss Army knife for camping. I'll tell you that. It's a great little gadget. So if you have any, family, friends, whatever that like to go camping, I think this is just like an amazing tool. It only weighs like a half a pound, and you could stick it in like your blazer or jacket pocket quite simply and easily. It'll blow up maybe half a dozen small mattresses, but if you're doing like a queen size bed or something like that, I'll do 2 or 3. So it blows it up, it deflates it, and you can also use it for pillows and things like that. It'll also help you get your campfire going because you can use the blowing of the air. You start your fire instead of getting exhausted by blowing and getting a headache by blowing on the fire yourself. You can use this little gadget. It also turns into a lantern. It's got a little wire on it, so you can hang it in your tent or whatever, or around the campfire. And it has a quite, like 10 hours of illumination, probably set on low. It will also charge your cell phone. So say if you're sitting at the camp, you're like, oh no, I got to charge my cell phone. So if there's any energy left in it, it has a USB port so you can charge your phone. It's water resistant and just a great little gadget. And I think I saw a price drop in that. So it's probably, if you're on Amazon, it's going to be a little bit lower, but it comes in they have like 5 or 6 or 7 different varieties of this by this company called Flex Tail Gear.
That is
cool. I mean, it's
cool,
teeny.
John. Yeah. Okay. I think you had this last year, Mike, didn't you? This is really a neat product.
Yeah, this product has come down considerably since last year, and it's got a lot of the features that you would expect the camera system to have, and it screws into a socket. So I put different pictures up there so you can see all the different types of sockets you can put it in. I bought one just to try it out, and I put it inside. I just had to put it there on the stand, see what it would do. And it follows everybody everywhere. So it's kind of cool to have around. But they're really, and it's, no monthly fee. It has a 64 gig chip in it.
Wow.
So it's got a lot of memory on how you set it up, how much you want to record on the video. But you can get to it from your phone and watch your house and stuff. So, they're pretty cool to have around, and at $49, it's really a pretty good deal.
Yeah, I know you had done this last year. These have gotten great reviews.
Yeah, they have. They're getting better and better. This particular.
Yeah, wow.
Last year I think it was just over 100. So it's definitely.
Yeah, wow, that's really come down.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the next gift, I'm going to give all of you who know me a few seconds to look at this and say, what? Because those of you that know me, when's the last time you ever saw me pick up a golf club?
Never.
The answer is, yeah, never. So what am I doing with this? Well, my cousin came to visit us and plays a lot of golf, and he's really good. And he rolled this thing out. He pulled this little stick out, connected this to our television, and away he went. And I was watching this, and I don't play golf, but I'm a sucker for any gadget that is unusual. This thing, when I looked at it and I said, wait a minute, this has got to be, it's got to be a toy. It really had great reviews on Amazon. I was I was really shocked because I just thought that it was an absolute play toy, but apparently it isn't. Not that expensive for a virtual simulator. I guess the larger your TV is in the house, the more realistic this would be. So Barry, who doesn't play any golf at all, is recommending the FIGO 12 golf simulator.
That's cool. Pricey.
So gifts for the grandkids. I know that probably 80 to 100% of you might have turned in just for this category alone. So let's take it away. And I'm going to start. This DRC remote control plane. I got this for my 15-month-old granddaughter. Now, I was a little surprised she wasn't able to control the thing, with the joystick. But she'll get there. In all seriousness, this thing is just really cool. It's made of very soft foam. I tested this just playing around. It could hit anything in your house. It doesn't do any damage. It weighs almost nothing. But this thing, it will fly, it will hover, it'll spin, turns upside down. If you've got, and I looked at, although my granddaughter wasn't able to control the joystick, most kids, I would say 4 or 5 years old or older, would be able to, to control this with some help. And if they were a little older, without a doubt, they wouldn't have any problems. Not expensive, just, I think, Diane, I think you're on. I recommended this to Andy, but I'm assuming you would never let this in your house. Although I can tell you, it won't do any damage. Anyway, the next toy that I picked, haven't given this to Nora yet, but I saw a video of this and it just is very cool. You load these dominoes by color, by, any way you want. Push a button on this little train engine and it dispenses these dominoes in different patterns, however you want. The video I saw just showed kids seem to be enamored of this. And so I haven't seen this in action because I haven't given this to Nora yet, but this just looked really cool. And it's $22, really inexpensive.
Oh, yeah.
So those are my two. Let's see, who's next? Mike.
Soccer.
Mike?
Mike, you're on mute.
Yep. This is a little soccer ball that's kind of flattened out, but it's rubber edges, so it bounces off everything. You charge it up and you let it go. And since most of us have tile or wood floors, it really whips around the floor pretty fast. The kids can play with it. It doesn't get airborne, so it's not going to crash into things. So it pretty much stays on the ground. Love it. They can you get a couple of them. They can run around. They can use anything they want as the goal, whether it's going to be the couch, whether it's going to be the end table, whatever it is going to be the goal. Be the goal. But it's good. It's pretty inexpensive, and it's good to have around.
I want to be in that. I want to be in that house that has this soccer ball and that little plane flying around.
Yeah. Well, it looks like both those things would be good for adult parties.
Yeah. I don't know why, in a way, I guess you could say, what are these doing in the kids category?
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah, but we're all kids. So,
Indeed.
Jeff, you're next.
So I came across this searching around for kids related toys, but what this is actually a pen that allows you to draw in 3-dimensional space. It has multiple, I think it has multiple colors, but you load a pen with like a cartridge, and then it allows you to just not doodle in 2 space, like 3 on a piece of paper, but allows you to doodle in 3-dimensional space. So you can draw a pyramid, and it's actually has height, width, and depth. And I
Huh.
thought that was pretty cool. That'd be a lot of fun for a kid about maybe 10, 11, 12 and
Huh.
older.
Yeah, this
Or
is
even
great.
adult. I think this could be adult. This would be just a lot of fun to play with.
Yeah, yeah. A
Huh.
safer gift than
Very
a
cool.
yeah, safer gift than a soccer ball or a jet plane. Okay. Well, wow. Okay, this is Joan.
Me,
This
yeah,
is
right,
perfect.
right. Yeah, KiwiCo. I talked about this one last year, and so I actually went out and got it for my nephew who's on the left there in his
Wow.
it's very cute.
A
Wearing
great
a spy
picture.
outfit. It's a spy outfit. And in that kit also came a like a this little telescope thing that you could watch people, like you could hide behind the couch and it came up and over. Anyway, he's gotten about 6 of these, and he launched rockets with one thing that he did. He put together a whale to see how they eat plankton. It's really cool. The company was the founder was a Silicon Valley engineer, and she was didn't have a lot of time. And so, to get, if you want to do a little project with kids, you got to go to Michael's or a couple of other places, go get all the stuff that needs to happen. You got to be inventive. And, so with this particular company, you pay $24 a month and they get 1 kid a month, I think. The prices may have changed. I don't know. But they have over 2,000 projects, and the projects are developed by engineers themselves. And so I just think this is, like a great idea. And the child gets a box like once a month addressed to them. And, he looks forward to, he actually lives in London, but and that's him in the apartment. But, he really looks forward to getting his, next KiwiCo craft.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very
Wow.
cool. It comes with a code. It comes with a book, so you don't have to figure out how to put everything together. And it's easy for children to read the book too, or how to put it together.
That's a great gift. Okay, John.
Well, so this is
Yeah.
just a very simple, actually it's a Darth Vader cover for your Amazon Echo Dot. So instead of having that little 3-inch, 3.5-inch round device sitting on the counter, when you speak to it, the lights come on and it changes purple and yellow and red and things like that. Just put this Stormtrooper stand over the device, and the light all will flash out through the eyes. And if you think about it, you could put this over any kind of a light. So if you, for example, in the kid's bedroom, maybe you've got a small lamp that you put on the table, and maybe you can have the lamp change colors and things like that. Just put this Star Wars Stormtrooper stand over the top of it, and the lights come out of the eyes. I'm not sure if Amazon has the capability to change the voice of Alexa into a Darth Vader voice. I know they have different accents in different languages, but that would be even cooler if you could do that. So it's a no-brain kind of a device that just sits on top and gives the kids a look for the Alexa device.
And
that's all it is.
Very cool as well, John. Okay, well, we've left
here we come. Yeah.
We've left the kids category to the last category. And again, we're taking a survey. We like to know if any of you purchase any of these objects. Please let us know, because none of us will be able to purchase. But if those of you out in the audience do, please let us know that you did and how you like them. So let's start off. Jay.
I was just like all of us doing a little research and been fascinated by the engineering behind 3D printing. And I'm not looking to make ghost guns or anything like that, but this device apparently is very well priced. The price has continued to drop, to Mike's point earlier, but enables you to print out different things in 3D, kind of what Jeff had on his drawing thing. And given its price point, it may be an attractive thing to have. I'm not spending thousands here, but I think it's trying to troll down a bit, Barry. I forget what the price point was. I think it was around $400 or $500, I think.
Yeah, I
Scroll
think
down a
so.
little
It was
bit.
like, yeah, I think I seem to remember seeing it. The price, I guess, was left off.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Um,
okay, I did put it on there, but it's fast, nominally priced, and it might have some really cool applications for those of us who want to come up with something different to do.
do you think it'll print out an Apple Watch? That'd be kind of cool.
It probably won't work.
Oh, okay. I've been waiting for this. I knew this was Joan. Go ahead with your.
No, that's what's coming. I'm lusting after, I was lusting after that truck. But it was that or Australia. So this is a really cool car. I mean, there's a lot of these Rivian trucks here in Arizona because there's a lot of Teslas here too. So there's a lot of interest in EV type of vehicles here. But and this, since this does a lot of off-roading and we have a lot of off-roading here in Arizona, this car is, every time I see it on the road, I'm like, oh, there's another Rivian, right? So just really kind of innovative technology built into this car. By the end, you're going to spend well over $100K, to get this car, but it's environmentally friendly. It's got this really cool, they call it a gear tunnel. So underneath the back seat and between the rear wheel, there's a compartment that goes along the whole length of the truck. And you can store all your stuff in there. I thought that was pretty cool. It's got a camp kitchen in the back side of it if you want. It's got this little pull-out board that you can pull out and sit down if you're going to change your hiking shoes or some other kind of thing like that. It's got a Bluetooth speaker that weighs 5 pounds. That's part of the speaker from the truck, but you can take it out and use it at your campsite or whatever, and then put it back in or wherever you happen to be. Then it has the bed in the back has this for safety purposes. Say you're going to go to a restaurant or something, you got stuff in the back. There's these little cords you put over it, and if the cords get touched by anyone, a camera comes on, and on the inside of the car where you have your display, it'll show that I'm watching you on this camera, and it also pings onto your phone. So I thought that was pretty cool too. What was some of the other features? It's got a little flashlight in the door, the driver's side door that you just pull out, which is, gimmicky, but kind of cool. And best of all, it has a frunk.
Huh.
You know what a frunk is? We have one of the Tesla. Yeah, it's a compartment where your engine would normally be in any non-EV type vehicle. And so that's pretty cool. But the lights and, when you see this car on the road, you just go, oh, there's the Rivian. So, John?
We haven't seen many. I know this. We haven't, I don't know that I've seen any in Delaware.
Yeah, there's a truck and there's a SUV. Yeah. You really unique design in the front.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
so, yeah.
Well,
I've seen them on the road.
Victor, you had the 9 and now you wanted to step it up. Which I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the Ultra.
Yep.
And let me tell you, if you lead an active lifestyle, this is a must-have watch. First of all, it's built like a tank. It's made of titanium. So it's and the glass is I'm not going to say indestructible because nothing's indestructible, but it's really, really tough. But that's just where it begins. It's designed for an active lifestyle. So first of all, you get 72 hours of battery life,
Yep.
which is just great. Okay.
Incredible.
It has an always-on display. So that way, if you are, like I say, if you have an active lifestyle and you're bicycling, it's always on. You don't have to, like normally with a digital watch, you have to lift your arm up and, to see it, but it's always on and see it. It has a magnetic compass, so it doesn't rely on GPS, but it also has GPS in it. So that way you can't get lost. It is, you can dive with it to
Almost
100
2.
meters.
Yeah.
100
150.
meters, Barry.
Yeah. 100 or 150. 150.
It's just it's crazy. And it's a diver's watch, so it has all of the metrics on it. It has the pressure, you can calculate the time that you have for your oxygen and things like that. And conversely, if you're in an airplane and flying or gliding or skydiving, it has an altimeter and it has all of the accoutrement necessary for you to skydive.
Or climb Mount Everest.
Or climb Mount Everest, whatever you want to do. If you're a cyclist, it ties directly into most of your cycling hardware that goes on your bikes.
Even your phone.
Distance and
Yep.
your phone, it does everything. It automatically measures workout. So if you say, for example, get on your bike and start riding, or even a stationary bike, it can detect that and it'll say, oh, you're working out. I'm going to track this for you. It monitors your pulse ox. It even knows things like your incline if you're climbing up a mountain, something like that.
Yeah.
And it seems like a simple feature, but it also, if you're spelunking, it acts as a light, So if you have an active lifestyle, this is the watch you want. I mean, it starts at about $800. So
this is I've had a number of Apple Watches. It's the best Apple Watch I've ever had, and it's not even close. It really is everything they said. And the titanium case, it is chunky, but it looks heavy. It isn't. So totally agree with you, Victor. This is an incredible watch. And you didn't even mention one of the coolest features, which is the two finger tap that you can control. A call comes in, you just do that. Actually,
you just do that.
Right? You just do that and start music, stop music, answer a phone call with just your fingers tips.
Yeah.
Mike, you have to upgrade.
One other thing, there are accessibility features in this. It's so smart that even if you're in a wheelchair, it can measure your distance and it can measure your speed and it can measure all of these metrics for accessibility. So it's just way cool.
I have to thank Mike Palmer, who bought my other Apple Watch, allowing me to buy this watch. Mike, thank you so much.
Yeah, that's because I wouldn't pay full price for the Apple Watch.
Okay. Well, you got a good deal.
It's running.
Yeah, you got a good deal. Victor, what is this?
Yeah. So I don't have one of these, obviously.
Well, that's the category.
$5, right? But this is an infrared oven, okay, as opposed to a microwave, and it does pretty much everything. It can slow cook. You can reheat, you can dehydrate, you can cook rice, you can pretty much cook anything. But really one of the coolest features is it can heat up to 800 degrees, which means you can cook like a pizza in this thing in 3 minutes. This kind of replaces your all-in-one air fryer that you put on your counter. And it just, I saw it and I was just like, I could really use one of these things. And you can. What's really interesting about it is it's got thermal sensors in it, so it'll control itself. If you want to cook, like say for example a steak or something, you put it in there, and because it's infrared, it cooks more like your barbecue cooks than a microwave would cook. So it tastes better. But you can actually do an entire meal in it because it has zones. So you could say like I could put like French fries on the top, hamburgers on the second, and bread on the bottom, and toast it. And it'll know the different places in the oven to heat it to sit to different temperatures. So you can completely cook a meal inside of this without burning something or undercooking something.
Wow.
So
that's this is very cool.
It's very cool. It really is.
Wow. John, I don't disagree with you on this, baby.
Wow.
I'm not sure. Jeff Tapkis will attest to this too, but I'm not sure that $115,000 is what you're gonna
No,
walk away.
you gotta pay attention to the word right in front of the 150.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
It's a
So
beautiful
first of
car.
all, I gotta say, I did not know that Joan was gonna do the Rivian until I saw the, all the presentation come together. But I've seen some of these on the road out here in Scottsdale, and it's eye-catching. It's absolutely amazing to look at this car.
Yeah.
Up to 1,000 horsepower, up to 516 miles of range. Now, for electric cars, that is about double the average electric car. Most electric cars these days would have a range of 250 to 300 miles. This has got 516 miles of range.
Yeah, the Rivian has the same. I forgot to mention that, by the way.
Okay, well, I stand corrected on that. And if you can find a 250 kilowatt charger on the road, it will charge, say, 200 miles of range in 12 minutes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it really has the capability of accepting the highest capacity chargers of all. And also, of course, you can charge it in your garage overnight, which is the least expensive and the easiest way to do it. It does 0 to 60
Yeah,
in
here we go.
1.89 seconds.
Could you repeat that?
It does 0 to 60 in 1.89 seconds.
Wow.
It's got a front motor and a rear motor, and obviously for all-wheel drive. But the power of this car, and of course, like any other electric car, it's instantaneous. I mean, as soon as you tap your foot on the accelerator, it just leaves that red or green light behind. And I won't get into all the interior parts, but it is the most luxurious car that I've not sat in one, but it's certainly the most luxurious car looking at the Lucid website. We've seen a couple on the highways out here, and every time I see one, I wish I had that. But,
Yeah.
so this is a picture of the four-door sedan. There are a number of different models. Actually, you can get some up over $200,000 if you care to.
We saw that Polo show. That's where we saw it on
Oh, yes, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to the Polo show, with the horses last month.
I guess Jeff Tapkis is on mute, but I'm trying to, and now I'm forgetting one of the who got this, but they're no longer in the Peninsula.
Chris Kellogg.
Yes, Chris Kellogg. Yeah, and I think Jeff took a ride with him. This car really is something else.
It's great.
Without a doubt. Yeah.
If you want the if you want the 1.89 seconds, you have to buy the platinum version, which is $260,000.
Yeah. Well, but who doesn't want the ability to sit at a stoplight in Millsboro with some Yahoo in some jacked up old Dodge Charger and know that in 1.9 seconds the guy would still be at the stoplight? So
yeah, you'd be at Royal Farms.
Yes.
Yeah.
Either that or on the moon. Yeah,
this is street legal.
Yeah. This is and it just looks like a non-assuming, beautiful little
That's
sedan.
a gorgeous car. It's
I mean, the design. I mean, just look at the picture. The design is really out of this world.
Yeah, when you see it at night, it's the lights in the front are just very different from any car.
Well, it's what electric car owners aspire to.
Yeah.
Unless money is no object.
Yeah.
So, Mike, take it away.
Okay, this is the Nan Robot LS7 Plus electric scooter, and this is just a heavy-duty scooter. When you look at the one that John showed earlier, that's got like a 400, 450 watt motor. This has dual 2400 watt motors.
Please.
So pretty quick. And as you can see, it's got actual hydraulic shocks on it. It's got a braking system. so it's pretty safe. It's got off the road tires on it, so it's really kind of
This is
scooter.
this is the Lucid Air of scooters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see people on the Esplanade in the bushes.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
In a second.
I don't know that this is Marina Bay legal, but this looks incredible.
No, it is. It's just a real heavy duty, solid scooter. It's got a lot of safety features, and it's pretty stable.
Yeah, it really looks. Next, the Unistellar Equinox 2, Jeff. Stargate.
So I used to do a little amateur astronomy, and what always deters me is the fact that I live in places where a lot of ambient light, street light, city light comes into the picture. And I have a friend that owns a telescope from the same company at a much higher cost place. But I came across they had this product called Equinox 2, which through software actually eliminates the background light that you naturally see emanating from streetlights and everything else. And I thought this was very cool, and might actually buy it essentially, just to get into astronomy again in the future. So it's pretty cool.
This I think it's called this month. I think it's called the Beaver Moon. This amazing moon that we have, that is incredibly bright. This would be amazing for that.
It appears to be pretty compact, so you could sit on anyone's back porch and just go out there and have some fun.
Yeah, wow. The next, if you have Sonos, or even if you don't, I have the Sonos system, and I have a sound bar, and I have rear speakers, so I have Sonos surround sound, but I don't have Sonos surround sound like this. This is an absolutely incredible setup. I heard this at a friend's, and I was completely blown away. It isn't cheap. If money was no object, I guess I'd be replacing the surround sound system that I currently have. So this is if money was no object, this is my gift in that category. I think,
and I could attest to that, because I've just the spectral audio.
Yes,
yes. Not the surround sound. Why am I losing my words here? Spatial audio. Spatial audio. The spatial audio is going to freak you out.
Yeah, it does. It does on my earphones.
Yeah, you will swear that if somebody's playing a violin in there, that they're right there. You can almost reach out and touch them. It's just amazing. It's this system's amazing.
Barry, we should get one of these for the quarterly PCA meetings at Independence.
Oh, I totally agree. This is what I was. This is what I really had in mind to recommend to Tom Tipton to get better audio, but and he might have gone for it. But in any event, this is the Sonos system to get.
Yeah.
Well, with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are so glad that you joined us. This is the list of, again, who brought this gift guide to you. Couple of things. The gift guide will be available. This will be available on our tech forum. And here goes my plug, as all of you know. If you haven't joined the tech forum, I don't even know what to say. You don't even belong on this phone call. And you will not be able to get this. As a matter of fact, we are going to record this and we're going to put this on, but we're going to embed something in. Anybody that didn't join us tonight, will not be able to see the video. So you can, you can tell them about it. But yeah, my wife just said, I hope you're kidding. Yes, I'm kidding. Everybody will be able to join. We want you all to be able to see this. So
To get the hook
there's
out.
the information right here, but we will forward this, right, Joan?
Yeah. So
I'll let
basically,
Joan take it away here.
yeah, so I've also, like, if you look in the chat, I've listed the places that, of the hub and where you could find it. And also on the technology forum where you can find it under our education section. On the hub, it's the education and how to section. And then on the technology forum, it's under education as well. But if you go to the tech forum, you can ask one of our experts a question, should you have one, about any one of these products and or something else. So I find that on the hub, it's kind of like a one-way street, but when you get onto the forum, then you can have two-way communication with us very easily. And of course, we'll also have it on our YouTube channel, which houses all of our previous, if you want to go back and look at anything that we presented before, either on the hub or on our YouTube channel. And the PDF from tonight will be available in the next 15 minutes. Just give us about 15 minutes to load it up. The replay of this whole evening will take us a couple of days longer. So as soon as we do get it, I'll probably communicate to you in one of our various channels, either on the hub, on Facebook, or something like that.
I will say that the amazing session that Victor did on taking better photos, we finally got that 17 gig file downloaded, uploaded. It is on it's on our YouTube channel. I think the links are on the hub and the forum, right, Joan?
Yeah, they're on the hub and the forum. Yeah, I loaded it to the forum just recently. So if you have any questions about that photography session, you can ask that there too as well. Yeah.
If you were not able to attend and you want to take better photos, you need to see this session. Victor just did an incredible job, when we are so lucky to have him on the committee. So folks, with that, we draw it to a close. I want to wish a happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, a happy Hanukkah to all of our friends, all of you that joined us tonight, and even those that didn't join us tonight. Thanks so much. We've got some other things planned going into the next year. If you have any ideas, though, about things you'd like us, any sessions you'd like us to address, any topics for future sessions, please just get in touch with us and let us know. So with that, I think we can draw things to a close. Again, thank you so much for joining us. We will happy trails, and we'll see you down the road.
Happy
Great
holidays,
job, Barry.
everyone.
Thank
Happy
you so
holidays.
much for leading
Happy
this.
holidays.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay.
So, John, I have a question to ask you.
We're ending this. If I ever get to this control.
We don't have to. You could ask the question. I think
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, John, hey, John.
Are we still recording?
No,
Yeah.
recording's
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, I'm going to stop the
Hey,
recording.
John, in terms of your scooter bike thing, I actually saw someone at the driving range with a bike scooter thing like you showed,
Yeah,
Yeah.
with a golf bag attachment.
right.